It's Psych Up with Brian. Hey guys, how is everybody today? Hope you're doing well. And today I'm going to talk about it's National Be Heard Day today, which is all about marketing. And it's actually, you wonder, well, what's that all about? It's about small businesses being heard in the marketplace. So, how do we get heard in the marketplace? All right, and that's marketing. So, remember when we started, I remember back, over 20 years ago, social media wasn't such a big thing. Nowadays, I mean, you can reach out through social media, and the internet is just an amazing source of communication. And I want you to join up with a couple of platforms. There's a couple of platforms I want you to get onto. If you are not on Facebook, now for real estate investing, and this is true with any business, but for sure real estate investing, there is a wealth of business to be found in Facebook groups. I have one student who's done over 200 deals. He told me the best single piece of advice I ever gave him was Facebook groups, was getting into these Facebook groups and connecting with people. Now, if you are a creative financing investor like we teach, where we are looking for seller financing deals where we're willing to pay full price, if a seller is willing to take nothing down and take monthly payments. So if we find a seller like that who's eager to sell and wants full price but is flexible on payments, then that's our target market. However, that's a piece of junk, that's a reject, that's a turn down for a flipper or a wholesaler. So do you think there's a lot of flippers and wholesalers out there and a lot of Facebook groups in every city? Like a landlord Facebook group and a flipper Facebook group in every single city that you could join and start talking to people and say, hey, what are you doing with your turn downs? Especially some of these people who aggressively market. There's some people who do, 5 or 10 wholesales a month. I mean, they're a big wholesale operation. What are they doing with all the leads they're not closing? I mean, that's a lot of leads they're processing for sure to get that kind of volume. So I want you to start thinking about the different ways that you're going to connect with other people, and again, being heard in the marketplace and making sure your message is out there. So what is your message, guys? Your message is full price for your house. Sell now for full price. One of those two. I mean, if you're out there trumpeting your message to sellers, that's it. That's your message to sellers. Full price for your house or sell now for full price. Now, when you get them on the phone, you got to explain, yes, I'm willing to pay you full price. Are you open to taking monthly payments? Yes, let's go for it. So that's again what we're looking for, and that's the messaging we want out there, and that's how I want you to be heard. Obviously, if you're heard, but it's the wrong message, if you're just out there saying we buy houses like everybody else or cash for your house, that's not the right message. So even if you're heard, you're not going to get the response you want. So again, we are targeting people who are flexible to give monthly payments. A lot of times people, if they knew that was even an option to sell their house on monthly payments and not have to worry about it anymore, but get a nice monthly payment, they would take that option. They don't even know it's available because nobody's calling them. A lot of people don't get the calls asking them if they're open to monthly payments. So again, you're really offering sellers a good option, and it's an instant sale. There's no appraisal, no underwriting. I mean, you can literally own the house in a couple of days. So being heard now. So we started literally with signs. Social media was not a big deal back then. So I would go driving around and put 50 signs out every weekend. And I knew I was being heard. I mean, I felt like I was. I mean, my signs were out there. People were driving by my signs, and I was getting calls. And that's really the proof. What's the proof that you're being heard? Is you're getting a response. So if you're putting the word out there and you're not getting any response, you're not being heard, or you're not being heard favorably. So let's be heard favorably. And so social media is a big way to get your message out there and to just network. And that's the thing, getting your message out there, being heard. It's more, so much of it is more about networking than marketing. So much of it is about who you know, and somebody starts sending you deals and getting in with agents, real estate agents. Now that's somebody who you should get your message to. How do you get your message to agents? You call them on their listing and you read the listing realtor opening call script that's in your what to say and what to do system. Okay, that is how you connect with a lot of realtors. You don't have to put signs out there. They don't have to see your billboard and call you to get the word out there, to be heard. You have to get on the phone. That's the best way to be heard is get on the phone and start talking. Then you're good. Then I know you're being heard. So get a lot of sellers on the phone. And again, how are we going to get the messages out there? I want you to pick probably 2 or 3 or 4 ways to market. And one of them is business cards, and everybody should be doing business cards. I mean, you should have a really nice business card. It should have your picture on it. I don't talk about this enough. You should have your pretty, color picture. It should be two-sided. It should be full color on both sides. It should have a lot of good messaging on the front and back. If you want my sample card, I will send you my sample card. If you send me an email at support@thewolfcouple.com. But that should be in your files, your folder for your forms, for your what to say and what to do system, the forms file. It should be in there. The copy, the template of your business card. Okay, and again, front, back, glossy both sides, nice cardstock, color. And raised lettering really makes a big difference too. So that you're getting the word out if you're passing out a lot of cards. So go to meetings, pass out your card to people. That's a good thing to do. But also, again, getting on the phone with people. What are the basic marketing methods that everybody needs to do is social media and passing out business cards. That's the basics of this business. Beyond that, opening calls. You need to do outbound calling. Okay, so write that down. The main 3 strategies everybody should be doing is passing out business cards, which means that you're out there talking to people, making outbound calls, and being on social media. Okay, and social media means having a Facebook page and joining up a bunch of Facebook groups. Also, I want you on LinkedIn, and I want your LinkedIn profile to say that you do creative financing and you buy and sell houses all around the country. That's important. So, hey everybody, how you guys doing today? Hey Lacey, you're not on Facebook. Oh no, okay. I'm not on Facebook. That's why I'm not getting Facebook comments. Okay. All right, I will put this over there. I don't know what happened. Thank you for your comments there, Lacey. Yes. Can you please have the recording on this past Tuesday? Okay, yeah, I will send you that. That's on pre-foreclosures. I know you were talking about that and looking at pre-foreclosures. Happy Friday. Guys, I'm sorry I'm not on Facebook. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah, if you change location, obviously you got to redo your cards, your business cards. Okay. Business cards, outbound calls, social media. Yeah, those are the big 3. And but outbound calling is a lot of different ones because that can build your whole realtor network just off outbound calling. And if you have a good realtor network, you could probably count on maybe 1 deal a month coming just from your realtors. Okay, if they're out there and they really understand what you're looking for, and you have 5 or 10 of them looking, and they understand that you're looking for sellers who are flexible and motivated and will take a monthly payment, it's just possible they'll be bringing you deals. Now you got to tell them I'm paying your full commission up front when you bring me a deal, obviously. But I can close with these sellers very quickly and get the deal wrapped up. So again, those are your outbound calls. Actually break down into for sale by owners, FSBO opening calls. So that's, those are easy to find on Zillow, Craigslist, other sources. And you don't have to just stick with your city. Obviously, I want you to branch out and find other cities to work too. So FSBOs, and then listing realtor opening calls, landlords. A lot of times people forget about landlords. Some landlords really don't want to be landlords anymore. And if they could sell the house and get a monthly payment, and even if it was a little less than the market rate, and they could not have to worry about the repairs and maintenance and all that stuff anymore, that would be a blessing to them. So sometimes, remember, you're just calling a landlord and saying, hey, it's already for rent. Would you consider a rent to own? And so it's not a big, huge, weird ask, and if they say, yeah, you know what, you get a lot, and we get a lot when we do these live events. You get a lot of, maybe not this house, but I do have another house that I might consider doing that on. And when you start talking to landlords, they don't just have one house, they have 10 houses or 20 houses. And all of a sudden they think, you know what, I wouldn't mind, that house, that would be a good one to sell, or that one. And you can really sometimes you find landlords who want to divest a lot of properties, and you can buy a lot of properties in a hurry. Okay. Great comments today from everybody. Thank you. What name on cards? I say I don't even put our name on the cards. That's crazy. I mean, I just put I put sell now for full price across the top of the card. It's really more of a marketing card, sell now. Well, there's two different cards now. There's cards I give out to like a referral card. And then there's another card that I use for customers, potential customers. And that really is targeted more for sellers. It's easy to find buyers. Our real estate investing card is really targeted more for sellers. It says sell now for full price. So, but we don't put our business, we don't even have our business name on our card. Calls and postcards, and direct mail is great. Now, if you have a direct mail and you use direct mail and you have a relatively good system for doing direct mail, postcards, and that can really pay off. It's just, some of you guys don't have something set up to do that. I always would recommend that, but I usually, yes. And then, yes, you're agreeing with me about the landlords a lot of times. Thank you, Lacey. All right. And smart about the cards. Yes. One of our students, guys, he put there is such a thing as $1,000 bill. And so he got his card has a big, huge picture of $1,000 bill on it. I told him to do it. And then I just never got around to doing one for myself, but I thought it was a great idea because remember, we pay $1,000 if somebody gives you a referral. So it's a big picture of $1,000 bill. I'm trying to think who's on the $1,000 bill. It's somebody unusual. Somebody look that up. Who's on the $1,000 bill? But you can get a copy of it. You can find it online, and you could put it on your cards. And he did a really good job with that. And he was that was the only card he was giving out. He was giving it out tons. So I also have a digital card that you use, which allows me to tap someone's phone and give them the info. There you go. That's another great idea. A digital card that you can send to people. Deal machine for your postcards. Yes. And okay. And yeah, that's a mailing service, guys. So yes, cards. Oh, $1,000 bills and a 500. Okay. Okay. All right. Great, guys. So lots of good stuff today. So just getting the word out there, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. We have marketing systems that I would give you for, we used to sell them for $14.97. We have one on social media, and we have one that's just a general marketing system that has every kind of approach. And it has a lot of really great training on that. If you're interested in that, I probably give it to you for almost free for cost, because we're not really pushing those systems. So if you would like to get a really awesome marketing system with all the samples of every style of marketing, send me an email. It's support@thewolfcouple.com. Support@thewolfcouple.com. All right. Awesome day today, guys. So I will be heard. It's I will be heard. Okay. Let's say that I will be heard, because it's I will be heard day. Okay. So 3 times on 3. And that just means you're getting your message out there. Okay. 1 on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I will be heard. Yes. I will be heard. Yes. I will be heard. Oh my God, that's a little different one. All right, guys, so let's do our deep breaths. Nice deep breath in. It's just getting the message out there. Because if nobody knows what you do, then nobody can take advantage of what you do. So another one. And because you know some different strategies that other people don't know, like subject to, like seller financing, and you understand some of those because we've taught them to you, that gives you another set of solutions for people. Okay, now one more deep breath. Hold it a little bit and let it go. All right, guys. So I will drop this over onto Facebook as well. And I don't know what happened on my Facebook link. Oh, now Tony looks like he did get through on Facebook somehow. So I don't know what's going on. I will check my Facebook though. And guys, great. I'm so glad that you guys are on, and it's always wonderful to see you. And until I see you on Monday, what are you going to do? Get the word out there. Yes, do some marketing. Plus, you are going to keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and of course, taking action.